Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome everybody. Today we're going to be making Ghana burkina or Degue from millet flour. Let's get started.
يا مسلما أهوى ولا يهواني قلبي بكى متسائلا عن إخوة الإيمان.
Hello everybody. So for this burkina recipe we're going to be using millet flour, some cloves and rosemary. I'll be using 3 cups of millet flour. And for the cloves and rosemary, I use my coffee grinder to grind it into a powdery form. I just need a pinch of it. So if you don't have the cloves powder or rosemary powder, you could just skip this part. You don't really need it if you don't have it. I tend to like the flavor of it inside, so I just add a pinch of it. I'm just going to be pouring water little at a time and mixing to form a dough. Yes, so I'm putting the water little at a time. That way I have control of the consistency of the dough. So yes, I think this is the consistency I want. I don't want it too liquidy or So I want it into a very firm dough consistency. So that's it. I'm just gonna put it in a ball form and cover it up and let it sit for like 40 minutes to soften up. So yes, this dough been sitting up for like 40 minutes. Now we getting ready to process it and form the burkina tiny pieces. I am going to be showing you how to manually do it. I have my flour in a small bowl on the side. You sprinkle little flour on top, then you mix it with your hand, like kind of mixing and breaking it into tiny pieces at the same time. Yeah, so you sprinkle a little bit, then you work your dough to break up into pieces. Yes, I'm also going to be showing you how to use the strainer or the sieve to do it quickly. Yes, so this is the manual aspect. It's very time consuming and it's manpower. Yes, it is manpower. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to use the a strainer or a sieve to make it quick. Yes, so I'm taking the bigger particles off because I want them to be tiny evenly pieces. So this is it with the manual process. This is all I got from all that work. So yes, now I'm going to be showing you how to use this strainer that I have. It has like medium size holes to do the rest of it, and trust me, it saves time, especially if you're doing a lot. You just need a strainer to make your life easy. Yes, I'm going to be straining into the bigger bowl. And don't forget, if you're new to this channel, to subscribe, hit the notification bell, share and like. Yes, so I'll be sharing more content with you guys about Zongo cuisines and how to improvise here and abroad. So yeah, this is it all done, the first part. And you could tell the difference between the one from the strainer and the one that was manually made, since the one from the strainer looks much moist because we tend not to sprinkle a lot of flour on it. Yes, so that one is much moist compared to the manual one that looks a little bit drier due to the mini sprinkling of the flour. Yeah, so this is it, it's done. And if you want the particle to stay apart, just sprinkle a little bit flour, shake it just like I'm doing, so to have it like, separated. You don't want them clumping up together back again. Yeah, so this is it, everything done and ready to be steamed. I have my steamer on the fire with water in it, and I have the sieve part of the steamer. My holes are bigger, so I'm just gonna be lining inside of the steamer with paper towel. Yes, I'm lining the steamer with a paper towel. That way I keep everything on top and not into the water. Yes, so I'm pouring the burkina or the tiny pieces of the dough into the steamer, and I'm spreading it all over. I'm going to be covering this up and let it steam for about like 20 or 25 minutes depending. Just keep an eye, you don't want to run or dry. Yeah, see, my water dried up, so I'm just going to be pouring more water into the steamer, because if your water dries up and you don't look, it's going to dry up your burkina. It's gonna end up, instead of being moist, being very, very dry. So now I'm adding the salt. I'm putting the salt in a bowl. I'm going to be adding the water, then dissolving the salt. Once the salt is dissolved, I'm going to sprinkle the salt water over this burkina and mix the salt inside. Once you do this, you're done. Yes, you're done. Your burkina is ready, and you can mix it with your milk part of the burkina. But I like to steam it again for the second time because I like my salt absorb in the burkina, and also it makes my burkina more chewy. Yeah, so I'm steaming it again for the second time. Like I said, this part is optional if you don't want. I like to tend to do it because it makes it chewy, and also my salt gets absorbed. I just steam it for about like 3 to 5 minutes, and that's it. This is it. It's all done and ready. I'm just gonna spread in this in a bigger space and letting it cool down. Once it cools down, I just get ready and put it in my burkina, the milk part of the burkina, and the rest of it I store in Ziploc and put in the fridge for future use. So yeah, for the milk part, we need the yogurt drink, the milk, then we have this vanilla ice cream, then I have this Greek yogurt, then I have brown sugar. You could use any sugar of your choice. Then I have the burkina, which is cooled down, the millet flour burkina that we made from scratch. Yeah, so you scoop your yogurt into a bigger bowl. This is 32-ounce yogurt. I'm using everything because I tend to make a lot of it, and I just have it in the fridge, and we take some as we go. Yeah, but if you're making a little bit, you could just use about 3 or 4 tablespoons of the yogurt. Yeah, I'm using everything because I make a lot. Yeah, add the yogurt drink, and also now I'm adding the regular milk. This is 1% milk, but you don't have to use 1%. You could use whole milk or any fresh milk of your choice. So this is the vanilla ice cream. I'm going to be scooping about 4 scoops, 4 tablespoons into it. And also, this is optional. If you don't have vanilla ice cream, you could substitute it with vanilla essence. I'm adding my brown sugar, and if you don't have brown sugar, or you could just use the sugar of your choice, or white sugar, or any sugar that you use. You mix it till you get this smooth consistency. Yes, and my yogurt or milk drink is overflowing, so I'm just gonna be taking some into another bowl because I don't want it overflow and spill all over. Now I'm gonna be mixing in my burkina millets aspect of the burkina inside the milk and stirring it in. Yes, so our burkina is all done, yummy, ready to be served with this granite. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe.